Colorado High School Activities Association basketball is on B106 and B106.com and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Tonight from Fort Morgan High School, it is a league matchup between the Fort Morgan Mustangs and the visiting Berthoud Spartans. Brian Nickel here at Fort Morgan High School. The Lady Mustangs come in 1-9. Berthoud comes in 7-3 overall, ranked number 25 in the RPI. So another tough game for the Mustangs tonight, but give them credit. They go out there and they compete every night and every game. For the starting lineups here, the Mustangs, right now it will be junior Olivia Wolf, junior Kirsten Dahl, along with junior Jenna Fritzler, senior Tessa Frasco, and senior Emily Wells. This is senior night here at Fort Morgan High School. So we will applaud the seniors as they play the game out here tonight. And Berthoud still out on the floor, as are the Mustangs in their huddles. The Mustangs in their home white, Berthoud in their road maroons. And the opening tip is brought to you by High Plains Bank, your friendly local community bank serving Wiggins and all surrounding areas. Find out more at highplainsbank.com. So the Spartans come in and they're averaging at 64 points a game. Jumping for the Spartans will be number 32, will be Annalise Carr. She'll be going up against Kirsten Dahl, and that tip is going to be taken by the Spartans as they get it into the front court. Out top, bounce pass on the near side to Haley Cook. Now over on the far side to Kingston, near side, and that shot is going to be up and off the back of the rim by Reniker, rebounded by the Spartans. Now handed off up top, driving in the lane. It's going to be a bounce pass. Now a two from the left corner is going to be up and good. And that is going to be Reniker for her two. Mustangs getting pressured here full court as they look to get it up to midcourt. They don't yet. They need to get it up at 10 second in the back court. Could not break that press by the Spartans, so they will inbounds far side as they get it into Brianna Fowler, 16 points a game. And she's the leading scorer for Berthoud. Now on the near side to Padilla. She's going to dribble around to Fowler. Fowler's going to hand it off now to Reniker. She's going to keep that dribble alive. Now on the near side to Ali Padilla. Padilla's going to get it back. And that shot is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by the Mustangs. And that will be Olivia Wolf as they get the ball down court. Kirsten Dahl at the bucket, up and good for Kirsten Dahl. Nice way to break the press there. 2-2 as we are just beginning this contest. 6:33 left here in this first period. The Spartans like to work that outside. Now the ball is far over on the far side to Padilla. Padilla's going to drive it up and no good. The ball is going to be tipped around, and they're going to say it's off of Berthoud. So Fort Morgan will take possession as they will inbounds at the far end of the court. They do get it into Tessa Frasco. That ball is kicked. Mustangs will retain possession. Far side as they retrieve that basketball. 6:16 left here, 2-2. Frasco looks to get it in. She does get it in to Olivia Wolf. Still that full court pressure. Jenna Fritzler trying to get, they're going to have to get that ball up court, and it's going to be a timeout now. Taken, 30-second timeout will be taken by head coach Steven Starcer as they're going to have to work on this, how to break this press. Bank of Colorado is the only bank dedicated to help you make the most of living here. They're not just a bank in Colorado, they're Bank of Colorado, proud supporter of local sports and academics. So the Mustangs getting close to rounding out the season here. 3 games left next week. Have Mountain View on the road on Monday, and then Greeley Central on Wednesday, and then finish out the season on the 6th of March against Centaurus. Now the Mustangs get the ball in court, get it up into the front court. Kirsten Dahl with the layup up and good for Kirsten Dahl. Nice job there by the Mustangs, and they're now up 4-2. Mustangs now on defense. Reniker brings that ball around. She's going to hand it off now to Padilla. Padilla keeps that dribble alive. Now to Fowler. Fowler at the free throw line. She's going to drive it all the way down. Her layup is going to be up and good for Brianna Fowler. Her first 2 of the night. 4-4. Mustangs look to still have to try to break this press. Frasco gets it up to Wells. Now up to Kirsten Dahl. Kirsten Dahl is going to drive it down. Her layup is going to be up and off the backboard and no good. Going to be rebounded by Padilla. Padilla is going to go all the way down, and they're going to see if they're going to. Oh, they called a blocking foul. Looked like Frasco was set. But they're going to put that on Tessa Frasco. That will be her first. And that will send Allie Padilla to the line to shoot 2. 5:15 left to go here. That first shot is up and good. Next one also good for Allie Padilla. 6-4 Spartans. Mustangs working getting that ball, and they're going to call a foul, I believe. And that will be on Annalise Carr. That will be her first. Now the Spartans back off on their full court press. Up top is Olivia Wolf, now to Wells. Wells on this near side. She's being double teamed. They'll get it to Jenna Fritzler. Shot is going to be up and good by Olivia Wolf. Mustangs looking good here early on, 6-6. With 4:45 left here in this first period. Annalise Carr gets it off now to Carrie Kingston. Kingston drops it off to Reniker out at the top. Now over on the far side to Padilla. Padilla's 3 is off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded underneath by the Spartans by Annalise Carr. And that foul on the shot is going to be on Kirsten Dahl. That will be her first, team second. So going to the line will be Annalise Carr. As she dribbles and looks up and good. So far the Spartans are 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Kingston comes out. Andy Davidson in for the Spartans. Next free throw up and nothing but the bottom of the net. 4 for 4 are the Spartans. Frasco dribbles it now. They're going to get it down to Kirsten Dahl. Dahl with the layup is going to be up and no good. Rolls off the far side. It's going to be rebounded by Carr. Now Fowler's going to drive it all the way down, and she was bumped. No foul called. And now the tie-up is going to be called, so that should be possession arrow to the Mustangs. As Frasco looks to trigger it in, she does get it into Wolf. Double teamed over in the corner. Now that ball is going to be tipped away, but Kirsten Dahl comes down with it. Wells up into the front court. Keeps that dribble alive. Now she's going to get it off to Wolf out at the point. 8-6 Spartans. She's double teamed. And she's trying to get it. A 5-second call. Out at the point. Could not get rid of it. So 8-6. So timeout is going to be taken here. Must be the mask timeout mid-quarter, as they do for these players, as they get a chance to remove that mask and breathe a little bit. So far the Mustangs are hanging tough here. They're only down 2, 8-6 with 3:48 left. Olivia Wolf with a basket. Kirsten Dahl with 4 points. Annalise Carr with a couple of free throws. Reniker with a bucket. Padilla with a couple of free throws. And Brianna Fowler with a bucket for the Spartans. As the Spartans will inbounds here near court. And that will be Ali Padilla. She looks to get it in, probably into Brianna Fowler in the back court. Fowler up into the front court, going to get a screen. No, she's going to lob it underneath. That layup is going to be up and good by Ali Padilla. Nice give and go there. Now a foul on Berthoud in the backcourt, and that will be on Reniker. That will be her first. Team second. Mustangs to inbounds three-quarter court. They get it into Wolf. Now to Fritzler to Wells up into the front court. 10-6 Spartans. Bounce pass to Wolf. Looks like a 1-2-2 zone defense here by the Spartans. Wells on the far side now. Picks up her dribble, and the ball is going to be taken away. 3 turnovers by the Mustangs. So far, 1 on Berthoud. Up into the front court is Fowler. Over on the far side now is Padilla. Back up top, 10-6. Annalise Carr, she's going to hand it off to Davidson out at the point. And now that shot is going to be up, and that is going to be a 3, and that is going to be Ali Padilla. Mustangs still having a problem. They're going to get it up to Wolf now. Wolf's going to drive it down now to Kirsten Dahl. Kirsten Dahl with the layup up and good. Mustangs have somewhat figured out how to get through this press. Over here on the near side now to Padilla. Padilla's 3 is up and nothing but the bottom of the net. So back-to-back threes for Ali Padilla. Now that ball is going to be taken away by Padilla. Davidson with a little layup over on the far side, and it's going to be up and good for Andy Davidson. So a 10-point lead here all of a sudden. Now a timeout is going to be taken by Steven Starcer. So what was a close game for most of this first part of this first quarter has turned into a 10-point lead for the Spartans. 10 points for Ali Padilla. She leads all scoring. Kirsten Dahl with her 6 points leads the Mustangs, and all hers have come off of the press as she has been open for the layup. So the Spartans lead at 18-8. Mustang boys will be later on tonight, scheduled for 7:30. This is senior night here at Fort Morgan High School. Seniors for the girls are Tessa Frasco and Emily Wells. Berthoud has 4 seniors: Brianna Fowler, Martha Reniker, Annalise Carr, and Carrie Kingston. So Fort Morgan now once again to inbounds defensive end of the court as Frasco looks to get it in. Does get it in, and that ball is going to be tied up over on the far side, and that's going to be possession to Berthoud. So 5 turnovers now for the Lady Mustangs. Fowler to inbounds, far side. She's going to look to get somebody underneath, but she's going to get it out top to Padilla on the near side now to Fisher. To Davidson, now cross court once again to Fowler. Fowler keeps that dribble alive out front, and that 3 is going to be up and in for Brianna Fowler. Mustangs get the ball to Kirsten Dahl once again. She's going to go up for the layup. Oh, up and good. It rolled around and finally went in. Kirsten Dahl with 8. 21-10. Over on the far side, ball is going to be taken away by the Mustangs. Nice job there by the Mustangs. Ball is going to be blocked on the layup by Fowler, but the Mustangs will retain possession on the far side as they look to get it in. Do get it in now to Wells on this near side. Going to give it to Wolf in the corner. Now she's going to give it up top to Frasco. It's tipped away from Frasco. And now a jump turnover by the Spartans. Mustangs will retain possession. So no turnover there. 21-10, 1:16 left here. First period, they get the ball into Wolf. Her three is up and off the bottom of the rim and no good. And the ball is going to be finally tipped and taken away by Fowler. Down now to Padilla. Padilla looks to get rid of the ball. She's going to give it to Davidson on that far side. Now up top to Fisher. She's being guarded by Dahl. Hands it off now to Fowler. Fowler's going to pop for the three, and that is up and good for Brianna Fowler. 4 threes so far for the Spartans. Now on the layup, and that is going to be up and no good by Jenna Fritzler, but she was fouled on the shot. And that will be on Sydney Premer. Her first. So that will send Jenna Fritzler to the line to shoot 2. 42.9 seconds left here in this first period, excuse me. And that shot is up and good. Brooklyn Cundiff comes in for Kirsten Dahl. As Fritzler takes a look, and that shot is going to be up and around and no good. It's going to be rebounded by Annalise Carr. 3 rebounds for her so far. Reniker hands it off up top to Carr. 32 seconds left. Breaking, but going to go out of bounds, and that'll be off of Fort Morgan. So Berthoud will retain possession as they will now inbounds right baseline of their basket. Reniker looks to get it in now into the corner, and that 3 is going to be up and no good. Misses everything. Rebounded by Wells. As Wolf gets back to Wells, 19 seconds left. Clock ticking here. Frasco with the head fake, but she was called for the travel. So I have 6 turnovers here by the Mustangs. 2 for Berthoud. Unofficially down to 10 seconds. Wide open underneath is Premer, and her shot is going to be up and good. Left wide open. 5 seconds. Frasco to get it up court here, see if they can at least get a shot off. And they will if it goes, but it is well short. So at the end of one, the Spartans are up 26-11 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Started the second quarter here at Fort Morgan High School. Berthoud Spartans up 26-11, and they have possession of the basketball as we get started here. Brianna Fowler gets it underneath to Carr. Now over on the far side, it will be Reniker back up top to Fowler. Now that 2 from a long distance is going to be up and good by Annalise Carr. The Mustangs break that press, get it up into the front court. Underneath the Cundiff. Cundiff's pass is going to be over on the far side and going to be taken away by Berthoud. As Fowler drops it off now to Annalise Carr. Now over on the top side to Kingston. Up top now to Reniker. Over on the far side to Ali Padilla. Now underneath. Nice give and go there. And that was up and good by Annalise Carr. 30-11 now Berthoud. Just starting this second period. That was a pass by Diaz. Now that is going to be over the head of Wolf and out of bounds. 8 turnovers unofficially for the Mustangs. 2 on Berthoud. 30-11 as the Mustangs go into their man-to-man defense. Reniker on that far side. She's going to hand it off. That layup is going to be up and no good by Kingston, but she was fouled on the shot. We'll see who that's going to be on. If it's going to be on Fritzler. And it will be. That will be Jenna Fritzler. That will be her first, team third. Into the line will be Carrie Kingston. First free throw is up and good. Berthoud has not missed from the free throw line. They are 5 of 5 so far here tonight. And that free throw is up and also good by Kingston. Estrada Diaz gets it over on the far side, and that ball is going to be kicked out of bounds by Reniker. So Fort Morgan will inbounds far side mid front court. Gets it into the corner now to Fritzler. Fritzler off to Frasco. Frasco's layup is going to be no good, but she was fouled on the attempt. And that foul will go on Annalise Carr. That will be her second. Tessa Frasco to go to the line to shoot 2. She takes a couple of dribbles. Shot is up and good for Tessa Frasco, her first point of the night. Has that leg brace on her right knee. And that free throw bounces off the back of the rim and is no good. It's going to be taken into the corner by Reniker. Reniker now over on the far side, and that 3 is going to be up and good by Padilla. Her third triple of the night. 35-12 now on this far side, and that ball is going to be stolen on the pass. Fowler is going to go in for the layup, but she is going to be fouled, and that will be on Marbella Estrada Diaz, team 4th. So that will send Brianna Fowler to the free throw line, and this will be her first attempts from the free throw line, and that is off the side of the rim and no good. The one that averages the most points of the game is the first one to miss the free throw. Emily Wells back into the game for Diaz. Left-handed free throw, both of them no good, but it's going to be rebounded by Padilla. Now the 3 is up and no good, going to be rebounded by Fritzler. As the Mustangs get it up into the front court. 35-12 Mustangs. Emily Wells now into the corner. That ball tipped away momentarily, but taken away back by the Mustangs. Fritzler at the bucket, but her shot is going to be rejected. Cross-court pass. Nice little give and go there to Annalise Carr from Brenna Fowler, 37-12 up top to Frasco. Frasco back to Wells on the left upper corner. Bounce past Emily. That shot is going to be up and good by Olivia Wolf, her second bucket of the night. 37-14, 5 minutes left here in this second period. Fowler pass, and that shot by Padilla is going to be up and good. Man, oh man, she is wide open, and they're had a nice screen set for her, and it was nothing but the bottom of the net. That's her 4th three-pointer so far. And that bounce pass is going to go awry underneath. So turnover by the Mustangs. Unofficially 10 so far. 40-14, 4:42 left here in this first half of play. Spartans are up. Brianna Fowler gets it off now to Reniker over on the far side. Back to Fowler, back to Reniker. Fowler out at the left point, now to Reniker. Reniker is going to keep that dribble alive. She's being guarded by Diaz. Now over into the far corner to Padilla. Back to Reniker, back to Padilla. Underneath, and that layup is going to be up and good by Kingston. 4 points on the night for Kingston. Diaz with the ball up in the front court, gets it off to Frasco. Oh, I got 3-2 type of defense here. That 3 is going to be up and off the rim and no good. Looks like it's going to be tipped, saved in the corner. And who they're going to say it's finally off of the Mustangs. Should be a mask timeout at the 4-minute mark. And that's what they will do. So the Mustangs down 42-14. 3:57 left here in this first half. Stubbs Gas and Oil. Fill up your cooler and gas up your car at Stubbs Gas and Oil. Easy and convenient, which makes them the only stop you need. So the Berthoud Spartans are 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Mustangs are 2 of 4 as they trail 42-14. So it will be possession Berthoud when we come back out of this mask timeout. Diaz, Wolf, Frasco, Dahl, and Jenda Montoya into the game for the Mustangs. That three is going to be up and short. And off of, just missed everything and finally went out of bounds. So the Mustangs 2 inbounds. Jenda Montoya comes out. Brooklyn Cundiff back into the game for the Lady Mustangs. Diaz picks up her dribble. Now gives it off to Wolf underneath, and that ball is going to be taken away. Over on the far side, up top now to Padilla. Over on this near side to Fowler, and she's going to go for the three, and that is up, and nothing but the bottom of the net for Brianna Fowler, her third. Now a foul is going to be called as Frasco was knocked out of bounds, and that will be on Gracie Flores. That will be her first. Team fifth. The Mustangs now to inbounds near side, just down from the visitors' bench. Now they get it into Wolf to Diaz on that far side. Diaz back to Wolf. Wolf hesitates now underneath to Dahl. Nice pass. Dahl's shot is going to be up and good, and they're going to call it be the and one. Nice job there by Kirsten Dahl. And she was fouled by Gracie Flores. That will be her second. So Dahl to go to the line for her first. And that is up and good. Just thought it wanted to come out and went back down. 45-17, 3 minutes left here. Ball is going to be tipped and retained by the Spartans. Over on that far side. Now they're going to get it into the lane, and that shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Wolf. They're going to be taken away by and then taken away again by Berthoud. Nobody wants to handle the ball here. 45-17, 2.5 to go in this first half. Ball is going to be tipped. Frasco, though, at the baseline. And then her ball is going to be taken away. And that ball is going to be tipped by Frasco. Now that shot is going to be up and no good. And rebounded by Kirsten Dahl. She hands it off to Diaz. 2:10 left. First half, 45-17. Bounce pass to Cundiff. Her shot is going to be up and no good, but rebounded by Dahl. Nice job there by Kirsten Dahl. 5 points in this period for Dahl. 13 on the night. Now a shot from the corner is going to be up and no good, but it was rebounded, though. The travel called on Andy Davidson. So into the game now from Morgan is Jenna Fritzler. Tessa Frasco will come out at minute 47. Berthoud has a 51 on the court. Now she's coming off. We have no name for her. They're trying to get their lineup set here as they have a couple of substitutions in. On that far side now is Wolf. Back to Diaz. Back to Wolf on the upper left. Keeps that dribble alive. Back to Diaz out on the upper right. Chest pass. That straightaway three is off the front of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded underneath by Fritzler. Now to Diaz, and their shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Fisher. Over on the far side, I have a number 20. I have no number 20. Up top is Fisher. Back over to number 20. Back up to Fisher out at the top. Now over on the far on this near side, and that was an errant pass. 6 turnovers unofficially for the Berthoud Spartans. 14 on the Mustangs. 45-19, under a minute to play here. Diaz picks up her dribble now. She's trying to get it underneath, but it's taken away by the Spartans. Carly Fisher on this near side, and that is Davidson, and that is up and no good. Going to be rebounded on that far side by Fritzler. They get it up to Diaz, 35 seconds. Diaz is going to push it. She's going to push it down, then she's going to throw it away as she tried to get it to Emily Wells. So 30 seconds left. 45-19 Spartans as we play here in the waning seconds here of this first half. Up top to Fisher. Over on that far side to number 20. That is off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Premer. And then off of the Mustangs and out of bounds with 13 seconds left. Fisher to inbounds, left baseline of their basket. As they do, they get it up top, and that shot is going to be up and good. And that will be Gracie Flores for a triple. With under 10 seconds now. Over on this first near side now to Wells. 3 is going to be up and off the back of the rim at the buzzer. So at the end of the first half, the Lady Mustangs find themselves down to the Spartans, 48-19, here on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Bright Nickel back here at Fort Morgan High School. 2 minutes left here in this senior night, halftime. Mustang girls trailing 48-19. Standings in this 4A Longs Peak girls. Roosevelt is on top at 8-1. Northridge at 7-1. Thompson Valley 5-1. Berthoud at 5-2. Severance 4-2. This is all league. Riverdale Ridge at 4-4. Frederick at 3-4. Mountain View 1-6. Fort Morgan at 1-8. And Niwot 0-9. Coming up after this game, approximately at 7:30, will be the Fort Morgan boys and the Berthoud Spartan boys in the contest there. The Mustangs finding themselves right now out of the playoffs. If they were to start, to take 32 in the top for the top RPI, and check today, and they're sitting now at 37 in the RPI. So they're going to have to probably win out to try to get in the playoffs this year. Berthoud Spartan girls were sitting at 25 in their RPI. So tough league here for the Lady Mustangs, but give them credit. They come out and give it a go every game. They come out and give it their 110% and lay it out all on the floor. So starting the second half for the Lady Mustangs will be Olivia Wolf, Kirsten Dahl, Tessa Frasco, Emily Wells, along with Jenna Fritzler. And the Mustangs will have possession to start this second half of play. As they will be, as always in the second half, they'll shoot in front of their bench. Tessa Frasco back to Wells. Wells to Frasco. Frasco bounce pass on the far side to Wolf. Wolf being trapped over there, and that ball is going to be taken away. And now taken by the Spartans in their offensive end, and that is going to be up and good. And that will be Annalise Carr. That will be her first 3 of the night. So she joins the triple club here tonight. 11 points on the night for her. Nice job by Frasco not to throw that pass, as it would have been intercepted. Underneath to Dahl. Now the 2 is going to be up by Emily Wells. Her first points of the night. 51-21, 30-point lead here by the Berthoud Spartans. Foul over on the far side to Carr. Back up top to Kingston. Now she hands it off to Reniker, back to Padilla. Padilla out at the point being guarded. Now three head fake, but the layup is going to be up and no good, and they're going to call a blocking foul on the Mustangs, and that will be on Emily Wells. That will be her first. That will send Brianna Fowler to the line to shoot two, where she is the only one to miss so far from the free throw line, and that one is up and good. 12 points on the night for Fowler. 52-21. That free throw is also up and good. So no pressure here by the Berthoud Spartans, which is nice to see when you're up by that much and you back off on a press. Underneath, and that ball is going to be tipped away. Not a good pass by Fritzler. Over on that far corner now, it's going to be tipped away. Nice job underneath there by Kirsten Dahl. As they get the ball up into the front court, Wells into Dahl. Now back to Dahl underneath. Her shot is going to be blocked, but taken by Fritzler. Her shot is going to come up short and into the hands of Kingston. Now Fowler looks for that screen. She's going to hand it off on the dribble to Padilla. Back to Fowler. She's going to dribble it around now on this near side to Reniker. Reniker picks it up. Now gives it off to Padilla. Padilla back to Fowler. She goes around that left side. They try to look for that screen and go to the bucket, but so far the Mustangs have shut that down right now. Reniker keeps that dribble alive, and she's going to go right by him. Layup is going to be up and good by Martha Reniker. Did not pass it off that time. She just kept that dribble alive. Ball is passed, but they're going to call a foul, and that will be on Reniker. That will be her second. As the Mustangs will inbound just in front of their bench as they're down 55-21. They do get it into Dahl. Back to Frasco out to the top. Picks up her dribble. Now gives it off to Wells out at the point. Back to Frasco on this left side at the free throw line. She just will go up with it. She did. Ball is going to be up, tipped around, and finally taken away by Carr, her fourth rebound of the night. Now Reniker. Reniker's shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded and off of the Mustangs and out of bounds. So Berthoud to retain possession as they will inbounds right baseline of their basket. Fowler to inbounds. And she will get it into Reniker. Back to Fowler in the corner. Her at three is going to be up and nothing but the bottom of the net for Brianna Fowler. 4 on the night for Fowler. They set that play up nicely. Kirsten Dahl going to hand it off to, they called a travel on Jenna Fritzler. So 19 turnovers for the Mustangs, 3 here in this third period, 58-21. 4:50 left here, third period. Brianna Fowler keeps that dribble alive. Now she handed off to Padilla out at the top. She picked up her dribble, back to Fowler on the right. Fowler's going to go around that left side, going to hand it off now to Reniker underneath and back out. And that pass is going to be, they said it was tipped by the Mustangs. So into the game is Andy Davidson. She replaces Carrie Kingston as Fowler receives the inbounds pass in the backcourt. 58-21 Berthoud, 4:25 to go here, third period. Dribble picked up and now to Reniker. Reniker looks to get the ball underneath and does the Fowler. Nice give and go there by the Berthoud Spartans. As Fowler makes it now a 39-point lead. Kirsten Dahl into the lane. Jenna Fritzler, her shot is going to be up and no good, but she was hammered underneath. So she will go to the line to shoot 2. And that foul is going to be on, I believe that was on Martha Reniker. That will be her third. So I think they will go ahead and shoot the 2 free throws. I guess it should be time for a mask timeout, but So Fritzler to the line to shoot 2, and that first one is off the front of the rim and no good. So into the game now will be Carly Fisher. She will come in for Reniker. 60-21. Berthoud with 4:01 left here in this third period. That free throw is up and good by Fritzler. 2 points on the night for Fritzler. Apparently didn't want to call they haven't started the clock. Their clock is not running. There, we got it going. Now under 4 minutes to go. 38-point lead here. And that shot by Padilla is up and no good. Going to be rebounded and taken away by Kirsten Dahl. Now to Emily Wells on the far side, and that ball is going to be kicked. Now the mask timeout will be taken with 3:37 left here. So the Berthoud Spartans kind of picked up where they left off there. A couple of threes here in this third period. Brianna Fowler with one of them, and Annalise Carr, with her first 3 of the night. She has 11 points so far tonight. Martha Reniker sits at 4. Allie Padilla has not scored yet. She still sits at 16. Brianna Fowler now with 18 points on the night. She does average 16, so she is over her average here so far with 3:37 left. Here, third period. Mustangs will have possession on the far side with 3:37 left. Third period, to get it into Frasco. Frasco dribbles up, picks up her dribble. Now it's poked away. Taken by Wells. Wells is going to draw the charge. They're going to draw the foul on Berthoud, and that will go on Andy Davidson. That will be her first. As they look to get the ball in, that ball is going to be stolen on the inbounds. 20 turnovers here by the Lady Mustangs, 4 in this period. Emily Wells guarding on Fisher. Now Andy Davidson. Now Sydney Premer over on the far side to Padilla. Premer going to drive it down. Her layup is going to be up and good. Pretty shot there by Premer. 4 points on the night for Premer. Now Wolf on the lower left. Underneath the Fritzler. Back to Wolf. Wolf for the 3. Up and off the back of the rim and no good. Ball is going to be tipped around and taken by Premer. Her second of the night. Fisher now in control. 62-22. As they get it off now to Davidson. Ball is tipped away. And Kirsten Dahl. Nice job there by Dahl. Come away with that ball. She fought for it and came away with it. Wells now to Frasco. Wolf for the 3, and they're going to call her for the little bunny hop there. So turnover by the Lady Mustangs. Now Coach Starcer will call a 30-second timeout. 62-22. So once this gets into the fourth quarter, and this lead stays at 35 or above, then we'll have a running clock, except for timeouts and free throws and injury timeouts, I guess. So we will see if the Mustangs can close that gap down before the start of this fourth period. Buildings by Design. When it comes to experience, Buildings by Design is the best in the business. Quality, commitment, and experience make Buildings by Design the only choice when it comes to your next project. So the Spartans to inbounds. Defensive end of the court. They get it into Brianna Fowler. She's back into the game along with Padilla, Carly Fisher, Sydney Premer, and Andy Davidson. Padilla keep that dribble alive. Now back to Davidson. That 3 is up and no good. Going to be rebounded and tipped around and finally taken by Olivia Wolf, her second of the night. 2 minutes left here, third period. Now Diaz into the game, as is Cundiff. And that ball is going to be taken away on that telegraph pass. And that layup is going to be up and good by Brianna Fowler. Now Diaz up into the front court, back off to Frasco, back to Diaz, 1:39 to Wolf on the far high right, back to Diaz at the point. Frasco on this left side, she's going to dribble it down, and the ball is going to be wrestled for on the floor and a tie-up, and that will be possession Berthoud. 22 turnovers on the night, unofficially for the Mustangs. I have 8 on Berthoud. 64-22, 1:26 to go, third period. Berthoud gets the ball up into the front court with Carly Fisher. She's going to hand it off to Premer. Premer now on the far side to Gracie Flores. Back up top to Davidson. Now to number 51. Have not figured out who she is yet. And she is being guarded by Wolf. Back to Premer. They're just going to take a... thought they were going to take that three, and she will take that three. That is up and good for Gracie Flores. That will be her second three of the night. 6 points on the night for Flores. As Diaz will hand it off to Wolf out at the point, down to 46 seconds left. Frasco on the far right side, back up to Diaz out at the point. Diaz with the dribble, picks it up over to Frasco. Now cross-court pass to Wolf. Wolf for the three. That is up and good. Olivia Wolf with a three. That's the first one of the night for the Mustangs. 7 points on the night for Olivia Wolf. Fisher on that far high right side. It's going to be passed underneath. Nice pass and put up by Andy Davidson for the bucket. 4 points on the night for Davidson, 69-25. Now to Frasco. 10 seconds to Diaz out at the top. Underneath to Cundiff, and that shot is going to be up and good by Brooklyn Cundiff. Her first bucket of the night. So at the end of three, the Mustangs are down 69-27 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Start of the fourth quarter here in Fort Morgan, as the clock has not been reset as of yet. 69-27. I'm not sure why they haven't got the clock set up yet. There we go. Now we're at 8 minutes left. Excuse me. As the Mustangs with Diaz out at the point. Over now to Wells over on that far side. Back to Diaz. Diaz picks up her dribble. Now she hands that off to Kendra Brenneman into the game for the first time tonight. That ball is going to be tipped away by Brianna Fowler. Layup is going to be up and no good, but she is going to be fouled on the shot. Yeah, there should be a go. Yeah. And that foul is going to be on. That will be on Diaz. That will be her second. And that free throw is going to be up and good by Brianna Fowler. That free throw off the front of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Reniker. And then save. Nice save here on this near side by Berthoud. They get it back into the hands of Carr. Now to Fowler out at the point. 70-27. Off now to Kingston. To Carr. Back to Reniker. Out at the point. Now to Padilla, left open for the three. And that is up and good for Ali Padilla. 19 points on the night for Padilla, her first points of the second half. 73-27. Diaz gets it off to Brenneman on the far side. Now to Diaz back out at the point. Diaz gets the ball tipped away, and she's going to save it back into the hands of Wells. Nice job there by Diaz. She's going to go up for the shot underneath, but was fouled. Now a foul is going to be called on Berthoud. And that will be on, I believe that was on Kingston. That will be her first. So Brenneman to inbound right baseline of their basket as they get it into Sierra Goff, also into the game. For the Mustangs. Little jumper is going to be up and no good by Diaz. Ball is going to be Tipped and taken away by Ali Padilla. Underneath, that layup is going to be up and no good by Carr. And then rebounded and no good by Kingston. So Mustangs in possession, 73-27 on the far side to Wells. Wells' shot is going to be blocked, taken out of her hand by Brianna Fowler. Layup is going to be up and good, and that is going to be Ali Padilla. Now on the near side to Brenneman. 75-27. Groff underneath. The ball is going to be tipped away and then saved in the corner by Groff. She's going to hand it off to Wells. Wells being guarded over in the corner now, cutting Diaz. She's going to be called for the travel. So the Mustangs with turnover number 3 here in this fourth period. 25 turnovers unofficially here by the Lady Mustangs. Under 5 minutes left here into the game. Now we have a number 3, which we don't have a name for Berthoud also. And that shot is going to be up and good by Brianna Fowler. Another 3 for Fowler. 78-27, 51-point lead here as they get it into the hands of Brenneman. Diaz loses the dribble for a minute, gets it back. Now we're on the far side to Wells. That ball is going to be kicked by Berthoud and out of bounds as the clock runs here. So now we have a number 20 into the game. We're going to call her Leah Koolstra, just for the sake of putting a name with a number. Underneath now is Brooklyn Cundiff, and a tie-up is called, and that will stay down here with the Mustangs. And we will now have the mandatory mask timeout. Western Engineering Consultants, engineering and consulting services for all of your projects. Strong commitment to their clients' needs set them apart. Get your project started the right way with Western Engineering Consultants. So the Lady Mustangs will fall to 1-10 overall, 1-9 in league. The Lady Spartans will improve to 8-3 overall and 6-2 in league play, with 3:56 left here in this contest for the girls, as the Mustangs will inbound right baseline of their basket. Olivia Wolf to inbounds as soon as they get everybody set, and she receives the ball from the ref. She looks to get it in, still looks to get it in. The ball is tipped, but Kirsten Dahl comes away with it. Tessa Frasco, it's like the starting, not quite the starting lineup here for the starting lineup for the Lady Mustangs. You get it now over on that far side to Frasco. Frasco's going to drive it down. She's going to be stopped on that far side. Ball is going to be tipped out of bounds by Davidson. Now into the game is Fisher for Renneker. As Wolf will get it into Frasco. 3:25 left here, fourth period. Back to Wolf on that far right side. Now to Kirsten Dahl in the lane. Shot is going to be up and good, and she has fouled Kirsten Dahl with the and one. And that foul will go on, we're going to say it's Leah Koolstra. So Kirsten Dahl with the bucket and the free throw coming up here, and that is up and nothing but net. 16 points on the night for Dahl. 78-30, 3 minutes left here as the clock continues to run. Ball is going to be taken, nope. See who they're going to say it's off of. It's off of Fort Morgan and out of bounds. So Emily Wells comes back into the game, and she will come in for Jenda Montoya. Carly Fisher to inbounds. They look to get it in right baseline. Now they get it into Davidson in the right corner. Nice job there by Fritzler to tie up. And possession to the Spartans, so they will retain possession. They look to get it in. Nice job there to get it in, but the shot is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Tessa Frasco. However, that for her first. And then a foul is going to be committed. We're gonna go with Aiden Carr. As we're just now under 2 minutes, 78-30. Frasco on that far side picks up her dribble. Now a bounce pass out to Wolf out front. Wolf's going to back it out with that dribble. They try to work that offense a little bit. Keeps that dribble alive. Over to Wells on that far right side. She's being guarded by Carr. And that shot is up and good. Nice job once again by Kirsten Dahl. And she is fouled, and that will be Sydney Premer. That will be her second. So Kirsten Dahl with the bucket. And she will go to the free throw line once again. 18 points on the night for Kirsten Dahl. Minute 34 to go. That free throw just must graze the bottom of the rim. Rebounded by Fritzler. And that shot is going to be up by Fritzler for her first bucket of the night. 4 points on the night for Fritzler. Now they're going to hand it off to Carr. She's going to drive it around. Now a foul is going to be called on the Mustangs. Let's see if that's going to be on Kirsten Dahl. And it will be. That is Kirsten's third. 17 fouls on the Spartans. Only, only 3 on the Mustangs. 78-34. Under 1 minute now as Berthoud looks to get the ball in. Over on that far side, it's going to be tipped away but taken back by Carr. Now in on this far near side to Fisher. To Carr. Now it's going to be up, and that shot is up and no good by Flores. But they do get the rebound. And that shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Frasco once again. And we're down to 30 seconds left here. 78-34. Emily Wells on this near side picks up her dribble. Ball is going to be tipped away. Fourth turnover here in this fourth period. Pass underneath. That shot is going to be up and good by Carly Fisher. That is going to be her first bucket of the night. As Emily Wells gets 2. Frasco in the front court. As we're under 10 seconds here, 5 seconds. And now to Kirsten Dahl. She's going to drive it up and good for Kirsten Dahl at the buzzer. So the Mustangs fall here by a score of 80-36. We will take a 2-minute break and be back with the post-game show here on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickel back here at Fort Morgan High School as the ladies' game has come to an end. The Berthoud Spartans win it by a total of 80-36. The Mustangs post-game show is brought to you by Morgan Community College. MCC is here to make your dreams become a reality for both traditional and non-traditional students. Check them out today at morgancc.edu. Leading the way for the Lady Spartans tonight was Allie Padilla. We're going to go with Brianna Fowler. She has 24. Allie Padilla with 21. Annalise Carr with 11. And that is followed by Gracie Flores with 6. Carrie Kingston with 4. Sydney Premer with 4, Andy Davidson with 4, and Carly Fisher with 2 for their 80. The Spartans, let me count up here. 13 threes it looks like tonight for the Lady Spartans. Leading the way for the Lady Mustangs tonight was Kirsten Dahl with her 20. She was also the leading rebounder, tied with leading rebounder with 3. Jenna Fritzler also with 3 unofficially. Olivia Wolf with 7, Jenna Fritzler with 4, Emily Wells with 2, and Tessa Frasco with 1, and Brooklyn Cundiff with 2 for the Lady Mustangs, 36 points. Lady Mustangs unofficially 26 turnovers, Berthoud with 8. Fort Morgan was out rebounded by a total of 14-11 unofficially here. The Mustangs were 5 of 9 from the free throw line. And Looks like Berthoud was 9 of 11 from the charity stripe tonight. So it was a 26-11 game after one, and 48-19, and then 69-27 after three, and then the Lady Mustangs fall 80-36. They will now fall to 1-9 in league play, 1-10 overall. Berthoud Spartans will be 6-2 in league play, 8-3 overall. Next up for the Lady Mustangs will be Monday night, and they will be at Mountain View. That will be a 5 o'clock tip for the Lady Mustangs. So we will take a break here, as the Mustang boys are not scheduled to play till 7:30. It is senior night, so kudos to the seniors on both teams tonight. So we will take a break and be back for the boys game about 7:30 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.